My first black soap video, when I talk about how to use black soap properly, I got so many comments, people telling their stories, their black soap experience stories, how they have learned to do better. And I even see some people come back months after to say, oh my god, Sekinah, your tips have helped me so much. I've been using my black soap wrongly for so long and my skin is getting damaged. After I watched your video, I've been able to use my black soap the right way and I'm getting amazing results. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sekinah Super, and if this is your first time stopping by, if this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, you are most definitely welcome. Guys, my ring light is moving mad. If you're new here, my name is Sekinah. I need to go and fix this light. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So if you're new here, I am Sekinah. I post skincare and beauty content on air. If you're into that kind of vibe, please do make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and make sure to like my video if you enjoy what I do. In today's video, we're going to be talking about black soap mistakes and how to avoid them. Guys, this light does not want me to shine. You're gonna bear with me because it's the only light I have right now. Like if I switch this light off, everywhere is literally dark. Let me show you guys. Can you see that? The only thing that is on right now is like my lamp right here. So that is my main source of light, and she's just misbehaving. This video might be chaotic, the lights might be blinking, but you guys will manage it, okay? Because okay. So first of all, let's talk about black soap and some of its benefits. If you're an OG, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk about black soap all the time. Black soap is literally the single most natural skincare product out there. Black soap is usually found in West Africa. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else, and it is a traditional soap that dates back to millions of years back. Like our ancestors and our ancestors has used black soap for so many different things. You can use black soap for shampoo to wash your hair, you can use it for your skin, you can use it for other purposes that I don't even know. But just know that black soap is single most natural and most effective skincare product on the market. Now let's talk about some of the mistakes that people make while using black soap, and trust me, some of this will surprise you. By the end of this video, you are going to know how to use your black soap effectively without sabotaging your skin. My ring light literally frustrating me. Please stop blinking. These lights don't want me to shine. Literally, it's so distracting the way it blinks. I need to get a new light, guys. And this light is like one of the most reliable lights that I've ever bought in my entire content creation journey. I bought a lot of lights after this one, and they don't last. They don't even do what this light is doing. It's like the first light that I ever bought ever. Now she's dying. I'm so sad. Please don't die, please. Without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. The first mistake that you do not want to make, and this particular mistake is something that everybody has talked about, like everyone has told you not to do it, but you with your coconut head, you still go and do it. If black soap is drying out your skin, if black soap is making your acne worse, you are probably doing this and you need to stop using black soap directly on your skin. Like, is it that people know used to hear word? Don't use black soap directly on your skin. Everybody and their mothers have told you, but you still do it. Why? Because of your coconut head. I've mentioned it in a lot of my videos. Now, what you want to do when using black soap is you want to lather the soap on your hands first. Make sure you get a good lather on your palms. Then it is the lather of that soap that you want to use on your skin. Black soap is super concentrated. Like, you need to know that and know peace. For people with sensitive skin, everything reacts on your skin. What you want to do is you probably want to melt your black soap into a liquid form, or you get a liquid form of black soap. That way you have diluted the black soap in such a way that the concentration or the potency has kind of reduced, so it won't react so harshly on your skin. Even if you are using liquid soap, you still have to lather it in your hands before you apply it to your skin. Please, and please, when you use black soap directly on your skin, not only are you damaging your skin barrier, something about black soap is the way it is made. I'm like crying right now. Like, So the way black soap is made, it is made from so much raw materials that there is no how there's not going to be like particles and shafts in your soap. Now, black soap contains cocoa pods. If you are using raw African black soap, I'm not talking about all these your fake fancy black soap, because a lot of these fancy black soap out here are basically just chemicals mixed in a lab and just stamped black soap. I'm talking about raw African black soap. Raw African black soap, like I've showed on my channel. If you haven't seen my black soap videos, go and check them out. They are made like you literally see it and you know this is a raw material, because it is made with cocoa pods. It contains some shafts which can be like sharp. Now, using black soap directly on your skin, you can literally injure yourself, because when you apply black soap directly on your skin, the shafts can literally tear your skin. Now, the second mistake, what is soon alive? Should I just off this? I just want you guys to see that I'm glowing. But even without the light, I'm glowing, so please. The second mistake I'm going to be talking about is not moisturizing your skin properly or correctly when using black soap. So people don't even know how to moisturize their skin correctly. Moisturizing is a serious business, especially when using black soap. When you are using black soap, you need like literally the maximum level of moisturization. Like I said, black soap is dehydrating. It is very drying. It will dry out your skin if you are not moisturizing well, or if you are not moisturizing right. When I say moisturizing well, it's different from moisturizing right. Moisturizing well means you are generous with your moisturizer. You're not doing stingy with that cream. That's why me personally, I'm not an advocate of buying skincare products that you cannot afford at the long run. So whenever you want to invest in skincare, make sure it is a skincare that you can afford for a very long period of time. Number one, I do not follow trend, because when you follow trend, you are bound to make that mistake. You are bound to make a mistake of buying something that is quite expensive. It might work, but it's so expensive that the continuity might not be realistic. You cannot continue to buy it. If you buy something and you only use it once and you stop using it, there's a probability that you might not like your skin without that thing, and then you cannot afford that thing. Another thing is, if you buy a product that is so expensive that you cannot afford it and it works on your skin, in most cases you need to buy that thing 3-4 times for it to get like maximum effect, and if you cannot afford it, it's just not realistic. So when you are using black soap, you want to buy a moisturizer that is quite affordable to you, a moisturizer that you can use for a long period of time. And this will lead me to moisturizing correctly. And moisturizing correctly is when you know the ingredient that you should be having in your moisturizer. If you are using black soap, you want to use moisturizers with hyaluronic acid, because hyaluronic acid is like one of the most hydrating ingredients out there. So no matter the kind of moisturizer you're using, make sure you have ingredients that have very high moisture content or very high moisture retention. You want to retain moisture in your skin when you're using black soap. Black soap will actively dry out your skin, so you want to follow up with an hydrating moisturizer that would moisturize your skin barrier, that would absorb moisture from the atmosphere. Oh my god, guys, English is not my first language. English is hard, guys. I'll be your bad girl, so please you want to make sure you're using a moisturizer that would absorb moisture from the atmosphere. Why am I saying atmosphere? Atmosphere. Use product that would lock in that moisture. I hope this light is not distracting you. Now, another ingredient you can look for in a moisturizer is aloe vera. Also, shea butter. I have said it in a lot of my videos. Shea butter. Now, if you cannot afford any fancy moisturizer, shea butter will do the magic. Okay, shea butter is like one of the most perfect combination for black soap. In some of my black soap formulation, I usually add shea butter. Shea butter is a very amazing moisturizer to pair with your black soap. Now, if you are skipping moisturizer or you are not moisturizing properly, you are making your skin vulnerable to dryness, and this might lead to irritation. Now, the third mistake that I'm going to talk about is overusing black soap. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure to do so, because I drop little snippets on there before I even come on here. Overusing black soap is literally a crime. I say with my full chest, it's a crime to overuse black soap. Now, overusing black soap can lead to over-exfoliation, and this would lead to irritation. Here's the deal. Black soap works wonders for cleansing your skin, but it also strips away natural oils from your skin. Know that and know this. Imagine overusing black soap. That means you are basically over stripping your skin of its natural oils. Our skin naturally secretes sebum, which is what we call oil, oily skin, oily skin. Now our skin naturally secretes sebum that basically helps the skin barrier. It's one that makes your skin look plump, shiny, beautiful. The fact is we need sebum in our skin, but when the sebum is too much, it will lead to skin problems. When you're overusing your black soap, you are over exfoliating your skin. That means you are basically removing all the sebum in your skin, and this will lead to dehydration. It will lead to dryness. Then your skin will start looking dull, and in some cases it will lead to irritation. You start having eczema, you start having white patches, you start having discoloration. What leads to discoloration and eczema and white patches is when your skin is not adequately moisturized. So don't over exfoliate, don't overuse your black soap. Depending on your skin tolerance, you want to use it once a day, a few times a week. If you have sensitive skin, or if you're just starting out with black soap, you want to start using it like maybe 2-3 times a week to see how it works on your skin. Then you can increase it. For me, I use black soap every single day, every single morning, but I only use it once a day. That's because I've been using black soap for years now. It's over 7 years that I've been using black soap, so my skin loves it. If you have dry skin or sensitive skin, I think I've made a video on this before, and I have a recent short video on it on my Instagram, so go check it out. If you have dry skin or sensitive skin, you want to use it 2-3 times a week. You do not want to overuse it, because if you have dry skin and you're using black soap all the time, you are literally whipping your skin of the natural sebums and oils that it's supposed to secrete. If you want to have more in-depth information on how to use black soap, like specifically to skin types, I'm going to be linking my IG video down here where I talked about it, so make sure to check it out. Now, I know that if you are battling acne or you have all those like big fresh pimples, I know it can be very tempting to use black soap morning, afternoon, night, so that it dry out. So you hear that black soap is drying, it will dry out your skin. You can decide that, oh, because it is drying, let me use this black soap 3 times a day so that it will dry out my pimples. My dear, please don't do it. Less is more with black soap. Your skin needs time to actually do its thing. You cannot force your skin to do something when it is not ready to do it, or when it is not the right time to do it. If your acne have decided that I will only leave this your face, I would only dry out after 1 month, no matter what you do, let it stay for that 1 month, and then you will see amazing results. Something that would happen in a month, if you're trying to wash it for 1 week, you are not only going to damage your skin, you're going to damage your skin barrier. And when your skin barrier is damaged, baby, it will take years to repair. So try not to use short-term goals to cause long-term problems. The fourth mistake I'm talking about is something that I hear people tell, but they don't emphasize on it, and that is ignoring patch tests. Whenever you want to use any new skincare product, no matter what, always do a patch test. You do not want to skip patch testing. Patch testing is basically testing a new product to see if it is sensitive to your skin, or to see how it does with your skin. Let's say, for example, I just got this Nivea. By the way, this is the body cream I use. I'm not just going to take it and start rubbing it all over my body, because I don't know what it will do to my skin. Even though I know that the ingredients in this, my skin would love it, I still need to patch test, because there are some ingredients that might not be like visible to me that I do not know. And what you want to do when you patch test is you want to take that product that you want to test. To patch test, you want to put that product inside your, what's this place called, your elbow or behind your ears. That's sensitive areas of your skin. You want to apply it inside your elbow like this, behind your ears. Personally, I do both and wear it like that. So the reason why you are doing that is because those parts of your body are quite sensitive. So if this soap, this lotion is going to damage my skin, or it's going to irritate my skin, that's the word, irritate. If it is going to irritate my skin, I'm going to know within hours of applying this thing, start feeling burning sensation, tingling sensation, dryness, stiffness in those areas, then you know that that product doesn't work for you, baby. For black soap, you do not want to skip patch test. This is a lotion. Normally, this is not a wash-off product, so I'm not going to wash it off. But if it is a wash-off product like a soap, like black soap, you wash it off. You use it like you would normally use it. That is basically what patch testing is. I'm not saying you can take black soap, apply it in your elbow and leave it there without washing. That is going to burn your skin. If it is a soap you want patch test, you use it as you will use a normal soap. You will wash, you will rinse. If it is a cream, if it is a lotion you want to patch test, you use it as you will normally use. You will apply it and leave it. If it is a toner you want to patch test, you will use it with a cotton pad or a cotton wool like you would normally use, and you would leave it. So you use a product like you would actually use it, then you patch test with it inside your elbow or behind your ears. I've said my piece. I hope I can move on now. Another place you can patch test is also, what's this place called? Your wrist. So these are sensitive part of your skin that would quickly show sensitivity of a product. The last but not least mistake I'm going to be mentioning in this video is not using sunscreen. You guys should know by now that that is what I'm going to say last. Baby, here's one that nobody talks about. People talk about sunscreen and how important sunscreen is, but a lot of people don't talk about the fact that black soap can make your skin more sensitive to sunlight. And if you're not wearing sunscreen and you're using black soap, you're on a long thing, baby. You are on a long thing. Don't say I not tell you. So this basically means if you're using black soap and you are skipping sunscreen, you're saying no time, I cannot use sunscreen. You have time to use black soap, but you don't have time to use sunscreen. Okay. Who is there? Sunburn. Who is there? Dark spots. Who is there? Hyperpigmentation, baby. If you have time to use your black soap, you have time to wear sunscreen. Okay, you always want to wear sunscreen with SPF 30 and above. 30 and above. Don't tell me that because you're using your black soap at night, you don't need to wear sunscreen in the morning. As long as you're using black soap in your routine, it's sunscreen. In fact, you need sunscreen no matter this kind of skincare routine that you have. Sunscreen is a must have. Like, I don't joke with my sunscreen. If I show you, like, my sunscreen is actually finished. Let me show you. I have other sunscreen though, but this is one that I have been kind of obsessed with lately. This is it. This is the Misha Aqua sunscreen. This is an SPF 50. Guys, I cut this stuff up this morning. I have other sunscreens, but oh my god, this one's clean on me, baby. Like, I need to get another one. Kind of small, but it lasts. It lasts. So I know that this is a good buy. When I buy it, it doesn't just finish within 2 months, because I don't overuse my black sunscreen. I don't overdo it, because a lot of people want air. Like, if you're following trends, they will tell you to pack sunscreen all over your face. They are just lying to you. I feel like I need to debunk some of these nasty trends going on. They will tell you apply sunscreen. You will see them applying sunscreen all over their face and their neck like Ojuju Calabar. I'm not understanding. Is this sunscreen that people are applying? I don't understand. We that we are not doing all to that, our skin is thriving. So I don't understand. You even see them with their face. Kuhu. I don't know what kuhu is in English. You will see their face will be very, very kuhu, you know. Just kuhu, rough. And then they are there packing one bottle of sunscreen all over their face. You are supposed to be putting that energy that you're using to apply a whole bucket of sunscreen on your face. Put that energy into using treatment products to take care of your face first, and use adequate or normal amount of sunscreen. Don't start applying bucket. Guys, I feel like I'm already entering ants. It's just so weird to me when I see people pack sunscreen on their face. Please let us rest. It's not that hard. Life is not that hard. Please. Those are the 5 black soap mistakes that you are probably making and how to avoid them. You need to remember, black soap is amazing, but that is only when you're using it correctly. Let me know your black soap oil story in the comment section below. Let's talk, let's chat, and share your experiences. If you have any tip, any pro tip on black soap that you might want to share with us, please put it in the comment section below, and so everybody can benefit from it. Now, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with a friend that needs this, because I know people need to hear this. Share it with your friends, share it with people that you know that are probably using black soap wrongly, and you know they're using it wrongly, but when you tell them, they will not hear you. Don't worry, share my video to them, let them hear it from Sekinah's mouth. I know that there are some people like that. I have friends like that when I advise them, they don't go hear me, because they're like, oh, they don't take you seriously. But when they hear that same thing that you told them, when they hear it outside, they'll take it more seriously. Share this video to such a friend, okay? Well, that's it for this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.